Hello everyone, I welcome you all in today's session, and today we are going to talk about the very important chapter, that is trigonometry of class 10th. And here I will give you all the concepts, all the basics and all the tricks and methods that are important for solving the problems of trigonometry from very basic to the higher level, that is the application of trigonometry. So in this session we will try to discuss first of all the introduction of trigonometry. We will try to know what is trigonometry. Then after we will move to the next topic, that are some specific angles of trigonometric ratios. Then after we will move to the complementary angles of the trigonometry, some trigonometric ratios. Then after we will move the trigonometric identities, and the last topic will be the trigonometric applications. So first of all, here I am giving to you what is the preface of the chapter, means what are the topics that are going to be covered in today's session. So see here, firstly we will see the introduction of trigonometry. Okay, introduction of trigonometry. Then after we will move to the next topic, specific angles. Specific angles. And the next topic will be the complementary angles of trigonometric ratios. Complementary angles. Okay, and thereafter we will move to the next topic, and it will be the some trigonometric identities. Some trigonometric identities. Metric identities. And thereafter we will finally see the application to the trigonometric application to the trigonometry. Okay, so these are the topics will be covered in today's session, and this will be the continuous session in which you will be given all the concept: introduction, specific angles, complementary angles, and here the some trigonometric identities, and the last one will be the trigonometric applications. So you need to watch the video with me till last, and I guarantee it that if you don't know what is trigonometry, if you are just zero in trigonometry, I guarantee it that you will be a good student, you will be a better student in trigonometry after watching the video. So it's my guarantee. So you need to watch the video till last. Okay, आपकी ज़रूरत क्या है कि आप वीडियो को शुरू से लेकर अंत तक देखिए. गारंटी हमारी है कि मैं आपको हर एक टॉपिक ठीक से लर्न करा दूंगा, हर एक टॉपिक ठीक से समझा दूंगा. आपको बेसिक से लेकर के टॉप तक जो भी टॉप मोस्ट क्वेश्चन होते हैं, टफ क्वेश्चन होते हैं, उनको भी मैं सॉल्व करा दूंगा. बिल्कुल ईजिली आप उनको सीख जाएंगे. Just you need to watch it. Okay, so let's begin our session over here. So first of all we should know introduction to trigonometry, means what is trigonometry about and what is the purpose of studying trigonometry, what is its importance in our daily life. Okay, हमको सबसे पहले ये जानना चाहिए कि ट्रिग्नोमेट्री है क्या, हमारी डेली लाइफ में ट्रिग्नोमेट्री की क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है और हम इसको कैसे यूज करते हैं, ये सारी चीज़ें हमें जाननी चाहिए. So firstly, trigonometry, we should know about the word trigonometry. So trigonometry has been derived from two Greek words, trigono and metron. What? Two Greek letters, two Greek word, trigono and metron. Okay, trigono and metron. Okay, so these are the two Greek letters from which trigonometry has been derived. Okay, from which trigonometry has been derived. So trigono comprises of two words also. Tri means three. Okay, three, and gon means sides. Okay, trigonometron. Okay, so here three sides and metron means measurement. Is that clear? Measurement. So trigonometry is the branch of mathematics which deals with the problems of measuring three sides or three sides of the triangle with respect to angles. Okay, what? Trigonometry is the branch of side which deals with the problems, which deals with the study of measuring three sides of a triangle with respect to some angles and these are the trigonometric ratios. These are the trigonometric ratios. So there are approximately 6 trigonometric ratios that have been told in this particular chapter that relates the sides of the triangles with their perspective. So see here, I have told you what is the sense of trigonometry. So trigonometry is the branch of mathematics which deals with the measurement of the 3 sides of the triangle with respect to the angles. So see here, suppose we are given a triangle like this. Suppose we are given a triangle like this. Okay, we are given a triangle like this PQR, and you need to be very careful that in trigonometry the study will be on the basis of right angle triangles. That means 2 acute angles of a triangle and 1 will be the right angle of the triangle. Okay, so these will be 2 acute angles P and Q, and Q will P and R, and Q will be the right angle triangle. Right angle, okay, Q will be the right angle and P and Q will be the acute angles. Okay, so our study will be restricted to these acute angles and this right angle, and the remaining will be studied in the further classes. So see here, if we have to find any of the side, then what we will do? Firstly we will see any of the side is given or not. ओके, इनमें से कोई साइड दी हुई है या नहीं, पहले हम इनको फाइंड करने की कोशिश करते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी ट्राई टू फाइंड दिस थिंग्स, देन आफ्टर यूजिंग द पाइथागोरस थ्योरम और समथिंग वी कैन फाइंड इट. सो हियर we will try to find these sides with the help of trigonometric ratios that are like this. Okay, I am writing here the trigonometric ratios. Trigonometric ratios. So first one is the sine, second one is the cosine, third one is the tangent. Okay, fourth one is the cotangent. Okay, sixth one is the secant, and last one is the cosecant. Okay, so these are the 6 trigonometric ratios in respect to which we study the sides and the angles of the triangle. Okay, so in short we say it as sine, cosine as cos, tangent as tan, cotangent as cot, secant as sec, and cosecant as cosec. Okay, first of all you need to learn these things. सबसे पहले आपको क्या करना है, ये सभी जितने भी ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज है ना, इनको हमें लर्न करना है. वाई दे आर कॉल्ड ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज? बिकॉज दे आर द सम स्पेसिफिक एंगल्स ऑफ द ट्रायंगल एंड they are the ratios of some sides with respect to the angle. Okay, with respect to the angle they are the ratios of any 2 sides. Okay, so they are called trigonometric ratios. Okay, so see here, suppose we are taking this angle P. Okay, suppose we are taking this angle P. So first of all we need to know that the side opposite to the angle. Firstly we should know that the side opposite to the angle means if we are taking angle P, then the side opposite to angle P will be RQ. So it is considered as height. It is considered as height of the triangle, and the side that is adjacent to the angle is considered to be base. Is considered to be base. And the remaining, the third side is considered to be the hypotenuse of the triangle. Is that clear? So if there is any triangle, then the side opposite to the angle, or you can say the acute angles, the side opposite to the acute angles is said to be the height of the triangle, and the side that is adjacent to the angle or acute angles is said to be the base of the triangle, and the remaining third side is considered to be the hypotenuse of the triangle. Similarly, if we will change the angle, then it will be like this. Okay, if we will change the angle over here, suppose we are taking angle R. Okay, this is the most important concept of the chapter. You should be very careful about it. So I am telling it twice or thrice. Okay, so that you could be able to learn it. ये आपको ठीक से समझ में आ जाए, इसलिए मैं आपको ये 2-3 बार बता रहा हूँ. ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है इस चैप्टर का. दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ द चैप्टर, दैट इफ वी विल चेंज द एंगल, then the corresponding heights and bases are also changed. So see here, if we will take angle R, okay, so the side opposite to angle R will be the PQ, and it will be the height of the triangle. It will be the height of the triangle. And as I have told you that the side adjacent to the angle is considered to be base, so it will be base over here. Okay, it will be base over here. So see here, when we were taking angle this, then height was this, and when we are taking the angle this, then the height is this. Okay, so you need to be careful about it, and the remaining third side will be the hypotenuse of the triangle. Okay, and the remaining third side will be hypotenuse of the triangle. I hope you all will be getting well. Is that clear? Any problem to anyone? So we have seen the basics of the chapter. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to which we try to find out the ratios of with respect of which we try to find the sides of the triangle. And here I have told you how the height and base of the triangle are changed when we consider the different acute angles. Okay, is that clear everyone? Now if you have learned it that sine stands for sine, cosine stands for cos, tangent stands for tan, and cotangent stands for cot, and secant stands for sec, and cosecant stands for cosec. Then we will move to the first next topic, and it will be the ratios of the given these trigonometric ratios with respect to sides. So let's have a look over here how the sides are related to these trigonometric ratios. Okay, my dear students, as I have told you earlier that it's my guarantee, if you will watch the video till last, then you will be able to get all the basic concept, all the facts, and all the tricks, and all the formulas, derivation, everything in this particular session, and there will be no any doubt will remaining to your mind, to your that will create for confusion for you. Okay, so just watch the video and study. So I have told you here introduction. Now we will come to the next topic, that will be see here, the next topic is the ratios of the all trigonometric ratios. Okay, so see here, first of all I have written their sine. Okay, so if we consider this triangle, so here we will write PQR, let this be triangle. Okay, so firstly I want to give you the ratios of all trigonometric ratios, okay, with respect to side. So see here, sine, this is the ratio of height and hypotenuse of the triangle. Okay, height and hypotenuse. Okay, height and hypotenuse of the triangle. Then after cos, this is the ratio of base and hypotenuse of the triangle. Okay, then after the term comes of tan, and it is the ratio of height and base of the triangle. Is that clear? Height and base of the triangle. Then after the cot, okay, and it is the ratio of base and height of the triangle. Base and height of the triangle. After that terms come of sec, and it is the ratio of base and hypotenuse of the triangle. Base and hypotenuse of the triangle. And the last one is cosecant, and it is the ratio of hypotenuse, sorry, this is the ratio of hypotenuse and base. Okay, hypotenuse and base over here, and the last one is the hypotenuse is the ratio of hypotenuse and height of the triangle. So we have seen how the ratios of the triangle are related to these trigonometric ratios. Okay, so sine stand for height upon hypotenuse, cos stand for base upon hypotenuse, tan stand for height upon base, cot stand for base upon height, and sec stand for hypotenuse upon base, cosec stand for hypotenuse upon height. So you need to be learn it at your tongue, as I have told you, because this is the basic concept of the chapter that will let the base of the chapter, that will let the initiative of the chapter how to solve the problems of trigonometry. Okay, so you must learn it at your tongue. Once more I am telling you, मेरा concept है, मेरा target है आपको इसे ठीक से learn करा देना. So I will tell you once more time. See here, sine stand for, in short, height upon hypotenuse. Okay, cos stand for base upon hypotenuse. Okay, tan stand for height upon base. Okay, and cot stand for base upon height. Then sec stand for hypotenuse upon base, and the last one, that is the cosec stand for hypotenuse upon height. Is that clear? So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios on which this chapter is based. Is that clear? So simply you can say that here I am telling you a trick over here. Okay, see here how to learn HBH upon HY and B. Okay, so I have given here you a trick how it will be related. See here, height upon base. Okay, base upon hypotenuse, and the height upon hypotenuse. This stand for sine, this stand for cos, and it stand for tan. Okay, sine, cos, tan. And here if we reverse it, then it will be the cosec. Okay, cosec, and it will be the sec, and it will be the cot. Okay, so base upon height, cot, hypotenuse upon base, sec, and cosec, hypotenuse upon height. From here, sine stand for height upon hypotenuse, cos stand for base upon hypotenuse, and tan stand for height upon base. Is that clear? So this is the basic concept by which we can learn. You can learn it. It's a trick over here. Okay, using it you can keep it in mind. HBH upon high B. Okay, sine, cos, tan, and cosec, sec, and cot. Is that clear? So let's move over here. The next topic. From here you can observe something more. यहाँ से आप कुछ और ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं, and that is, see here, sine is the ratio of height and hypotenuse. Sine is the ratio of height and hypotenuse. Okay, sine is the ratio of height and hypotenuse, and the last one, cosec, is the ratio of hypotenuse and height. So they are related to each other. Okay, so they are related like this. Sine is the reciprocal of cosec. Okay, sine is the reciprocal of cosec. Second one, see here, cos is the ratio of base and hypotenuse of the triangle. So from here you can find sec is the ratio of hypotenuse and base. So here you may write cos is equals to, or cos is the ratio of or reciprocal of sec. Okay, or you can say sine is equals to 1 by cosec, cos is equals to 1 by sec, and the remaining, that is here, the tan and the cot. So they both are reciprocal of one another. Okay, tan is the ratio of height and base, cot is the ratio of base and height. So tan is related to cot like this. Tan is equals to 1 upon cot. Is that clear? Tan is equals to 1 upon cot. Clear? So you have to be keep in mind also. So these are reciprocal of one another. Sine 1 upon cosec, cos 1 upon sec, tan 1 upon cot. Clear? So I have told you here the basic fact. Is that clear? So I think one time we should write what is the height and hypotenuse of a specific triangle from this concept. So see here. Suppose this is the triangle given to you. Okay, this is the triangle given to you, and using this triangle PQR, you have to write the ratio of sine. So you will write in right triangle PQR, in right triangle PQR, you can write it, height is the, see here, if this is the angle P, okay, so it will be the ratio, height will be RQ, and from here hypotenuse will be PR. क्लियर? यहाँ से अगर आप देखेंगे हाइट क्या होगा, RQ होगा अगर आप एंगल P को कंसीडर करेंगे. इफ यू विल कंसीडर द एंगल P, देन RQ will be the height because this is the side that is opposite to the angle P. Okay, so this is the opposite side, so it will be height. So you may write over here RQ upon hypotenuse. So hypotenuse will be PR. Is that clear? Hypotenuse will be PR. Then after, this is the base and hypotenuse. So from figure you can find PQ is the base and PR is the hypotenuse, and here height upon base. So you have seen here RQ is the height, RQ is the height, and PQ is the base. So it will be PQ upon RQ, RQ upon PQ. Next one is base upon height. So we will reverse it. It will be PQ upon RQ. Okay, PQ upon RQ. Then after sec, hypotenuse upon base. So hypotenuse is PR. Okay, and the base is PQ. Is that clear? And the last one is hypotenuse upon height. So it will be PR by RQ. Okay, PR by RQ. So we read it as sin P. What? Sin P. This is cos P. This is tan P. Okay, and here cot P, and here sec P, and the last one is the cosec P. Is that clear? So for angle P, sin P is equals to RQ by PR. From figure, sin P is equals to RQ by PR, cos P is equals to PQ by PR, tan P is equals to RQ by PQ, cot P is equals to PQ by RQ, sec P is equals to PR by PQ, and cosec P is equals to PR by RQ, where RQ is the height, PR is the hypotenuse, PQ is the base, and PR is the hypotenuse. So you can see here PQ is the base over here. So we have written here base upon hypotenuse. Is that clear? यहाँ पे हमने क्या लिखा? Base upon hypotenuse. So PQ is the base and PR is the hypotenuse. Clear? All you have learnt it? Okay. So in this way, if we will take the angle R, so these values will be changed. So I am writing over here sin R sin R, cos R, tan R, cot, sec, and cosec R. Okay, so I have written there these using this triangle. So let this triangle PQR, and we have taken the acute angle R. Okay, so for this, you know, height will be this side. Okay, because the side opposite to the angle. So this is the angle we have taken, and this is the side which is opposite to the angle. So PQ will be the height. Okay, PQ will be the height and RQ will be the base. So for it you can write down sin r is equals to, you know, height upon hypotenuse now. So it will be what? See here from figure, height upon hypotenuse. So height is PQ. So it will be PQ by PR. Is that clear? Next one is the cos. So cos is the ratio of base and hypotenuse. Okay. So from figure you can find here base is the RQ. So base will be RQ and the hypotenuse will be PR. Okay. And again this is the tan. We have taken tan and acute angle as R from the figure. So for R, height will be PQ again and base will be RQ. So you may write here height upon base and it will be RQ upon PQ. Okay, RQ upon PQ. And the cot is base upon height. So it will be the reciprocal over here. You can see here it will be the reciprocal. So it will be PQ by PQ by RQ, and sec is the reciprocal of cos. So it will be hypotenuse upon base. Okay, and it will be PR by PQ, PR by RQ. Okay, and here the last one cosec will be the hypotenuse upon height and it will be equal to PR by PQ. Is that clear? So you can see if we have changed the angle, then the ratio have been also changed. So this is the basic concept of the chapter. Now one more topic is remaining that is important for you, and after that you will be able to solve the problems of trigonometry from exercise 8.1. I hope you all have get these topics very well. समझ में आ गई सबको बातें ठीक से? Okay. So the next topic is the Pythagoras theorem, that is very much important in the exercise 8.1. So let's have a look over here. You have to note all these trigonometric ratios. Okay, you have to note all these trigonometric ratios. Till then I am filling the ink. Okay, you should revise it also. Once more say here, sine is the ratio of height and hypotenuse of the triangle. Okay, sine is the ratio of height and hypotenuse of the triangle. Cos is the ratio of base and hypotenuse of the triangle. Okay, cos is the ratio of base and hypotenuse of the triangle. Then after the terms come of tan, and tan is the ratio of height and hypotenuse of the triangle. Okay, then after terms come of cot, and cot is the reciprocal of tan, or you can say cot is the ratio of base and height of the triangle. Then after the terms come of sec, and it is the reciprocal of hypotenuse, and it is the reciprocal of cos, and you can also say it is the ratio of hypotenuse and base. Then after cosec is the reciprocal of sine, and it will be hypotenuse and height of the ratio of hypotenuse and height of the triangle. Okay, now moving toward the next topic, that is the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, then after we will come to the exercise 8.1. Okay, so see here. Yes, let you know what is Pythagoras theorem. Actually, Pythagoras theorem says that the sum of square of height and the base of a right angle triangle is equals to the square of hypotenuse of a triangle, or you can say the sum of areas of the height is the sum of areas of the square of the height and base of a right angle triangle is equals to the area of square of hypotenuse. Okay, means the theorem says like this: if you are given a right angle triangle, okay, then according to Pythagoras theorem, the square made on the height. Okay, the square made on the height and the square made on the base. Okay, and the square made at the hypotenuse. Made at the hypotenuse of a triangle are related like this. Means the area of the height, if we consider this angle, okay, so the height will be this, okay, height will be this, so area of square will be h square, and if it is base, so its area will be base square, and if it is hypotenuse, then its area will be hypotenuse square, because all these are square as per theorem. Okay, so the theorem, Pythagoras theorem, says that the square of height and base, the sum of square of height and base of the triangle is equal to the square of hypotenuse. So you can write over here, according to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equals to height square plus base square, okay, or you can say hypotenuse is equals to under root of height square plus base square. Okay, so this is the basic formula which will be also used in the exercise 8.1. Okay, so I have told you here the basic concept of the trigonometry, the basic intro of the trigonometry. Now we will move to the topic exercise 8.1, and we will see here some important question for the board in this session. So first of all, I would like to give you the solution of question number first, so that you could be able to solve the problems. Then after we will move to the question number 8, 9 and 10. Is that clear? So let's have a look over here. Have you noted it? Okay. So see, question number first says that, okay, question number first of exercise 8.1 says that you are given a right triangle ABC. Okay, so I would like to erase it. Any problem to anyone? Okay, so see here, exercise 8.1 question number first and part number first also. Okay, in triangle ABC, right angle that way. So you need to first draw over here a triangle. Okay, A, B and C, and it is right angled, and A and C are the acute angles, and you are also given AB is equal to 24 and BC is equal to 7. AB is equal to 24 and BC is equal to 7 centimeter. Is that clear? Now you need to find sin A cos A and sin C cos C. Is that clear? So you need to find sin A and cos A. Remember, I have told you what is the ratio of height, sine and cos. Okay, what is the ratio of sine and cos? I have told you. So see here, sine is the ratio of height and hypotenuse of the triangle. Height and hypotenuse of the triangle. Is that clear? So you can write over here solution of this question. Sin A will be equal to height upon hypotenuse, and it will be equal to, for angle A, height will be this, because this is the opposite side to the angle. Okay, BC is the side opposite to the angle, so it will be height. So you may write here BC upon hypotenuse is AC. Okay, hypotenuse is AC because it will be base, so remaining side it will be the hypotenuse. So now you need to find AC, because AC is not given, AB and BC are given. So using Pythagoras theorem, as I have told you, hypotenuse is equal to height square plus base square in under root. Is that clear? So it will be, height is 7, so 7 square plus base is 24, so 24 square, and it will be under root. So it will be 49 plus 576 Okay, because 24 square becomes 576. So it will be equals to under root of 625. So you may write it is equals to 25, that is the hypotenuse, which is AC over here. So you may write here sin A is equals to BC. Value of BC is 7. Okay, and AC is 25. So it is 7 upon 25. Similarly, you may also write the value of cos A. So cos is the ratio of what? Base and hypotenuse. Okay, so from figure, base is what? Base is AB and hypotenuse is AC. So it will be equals to 24 upon 25, and that is the value of cos A. Okay, similarly you can solve the second problem of this question. Okay, I hope you all have get it what I have done over here. You need to find first of all hypotenuse, or any type of question there is, first of all you have to find the unknown side, then after you need to write the ratios of side with respect to the trigonometric ratio, then after you can put the values, and after substituting the values you could be able to determine the required value. Okay, so moving towards the next question. Question number, I think I should tell you, question number 8, 9 and 10. So these are the important questions of the chapter, and remaining questions are very easy and you can calculate them. Okay, so if there will be any difficulty, then when I am going to tell you this question, then you may be able to solve them also. Okay, so see here. Should I erase this? Okay, I hope you all have learnt now. So dear students, see here the solution of question number 7 and the part number first. Okay, so we are here going to solve the question number 7. It says that if cot theta is equals to 7 by 8, what? If cot theta is equals to 7 by 8, then you need to find the value of 1 plus sin theta upon 1 minus cos theta, 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 minus cos theta. Okay, so we have to calculate this value, and for this purpose we are given cot theta is equals to 7 by 8. You know cot is the ratio of base and height of the triangle. So here base is equals to 7 and height is equals to 8. So base is equals to 7 and height is equals to 8. So if we will draw over here a triangle, okay, this is exercise number 8.1 and solution number 7, part number first. So let this angle be theta. So for this side will be height, opposite side, and it will be the base, and it will be the hypotenuse. So we are given height is equals to 8 and base is equals to 7. We need to find first hypotenuse. Okay, because for this purpose we have to find the value of sine and cos. Okay, so you know sine is the ratio of what? Height and hypotenuse of the triangle. Okay, so we are not given the hypotenuse, so we need to find first hypotenuse. So from here you can write, using Pythagoras theorem, you may write here hypotenuse square is equals to height square plus base square of the triangle. Is that clear? So substituting the values, you may write here 8 square plus 7 square is equals to 64 plus 49, and it will give you 100, sorry, not 100, it will give you 9 4 13, okay, and 4 6 10 1 11. So it will be equals to the hypotenuse. Okay, it will be equals to hypotenuse. Is that clear? So we have calculated hypotenuse. So it will be, height is 8 and hypotenuse is what? Hypotenuse is under root 1 upon under root 113. Okay, similarly cos theta will be, cos theta is the ratio of what? Base and hypotenuse. Okay, so it will be equal to, base in the given triangle is 7 and hypotenuse is under root 113. Is that clear? So substituting this value, before substituting, one more thing I want to tell you here. See here, we know the identity a plus b in one bracket and a plus b another bracket gives us a square minus b square. So using this identity over here, let it be a and it be b. Okay, considering 1 as a and sign as b, so it will be a, it will be b. So a plus b and a minus b. So it will be 1 minus sine square theta. So you may write 1 minus sine square theta whole upon this, let it be a and it be b, and here a and b. So it will be also 1 minus cos square theta. Okay, so again you can write it as, substituting the values, 1 minus sine theta is the 8 by under root 113 and its whole square upon 1 minus cos theta, that is 7 by under root 113 whole square. So it will give you 1 minus 64 by 113. Okay, because it is in under root, so it will be 113 upon 1 minus 49 by 113. Okay, taking the LCM, you may write over here, or 113 minus 64 whole upon 113 upon 113 minus 49 whole upon 113. So you can see 113 will be cancelled and this will be inside multiplied by inside and outside multiplied by outside. So it will be equal to 113 minus 64, it will be equal to 49. Is that clear? And 113 minus 64, it will be 64. So we have obtained 49 upon 64, the required answer. Is that clear? So we have done this question in a simple way. First of all, we have find the value of sin theta. Okay, then we have obtained the value of cos theta using this value that has been given already to you. Cot theta is equals to 7 by 8. And here in figure you can see for this theta, it will be height and it will be base, because the opposite side to the angle will be considered as height and the adjacent side is considered as base. Okay, so, and the remaining will be hypotenuse. So using Pythagoras theorem, we have obtained the hypotenuse of the triangle. Okay, hypotenuse of the triangle. So in this way we have obtained the values of sine and cos over here, and then after we have substituted the value in the given equation and we have calculated and obtained that the value of 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta is equals to 49 upon 64. Is that clear? Good. Now moving towards the next question of this exercise. Should I proceed? Okay. So note down everyone it. The next question is, if 3 cot A, you can solve it, I think. Okay, so I will not tell it. Let's move to the question number 10. Okay, question number 10. Before question number 10, let's see question number 9. Okay, so solution number 9. Because dear student, I have given you the concept, you can solve it. Okay, if any problem arises, then you can visit to me, you can contact me. Okay, so say here, solution number 9, it says that in triangle ABC, right angle let B. So first of all, we need to construct a triangle over here. We have constructed a triangle A, B, C, right angle let B. Here we are given tan A is equals to 1 by root 3. Okay, 1 by root 3. So we need to find or check that we need to find sin A plus sin A cos C, sin A cos C plus cos A sin C is equals to what? Okay, so first of all we have to calculate the values of sin C cos C cos A sin A. Okay, for this purpose we know tan is the ratio of height and base of the triangle. Okay, tan is the ratio of height and base of the triangle. So you may write over here height upon base. Okay, so from comparing it you can see that for the angle A which is here, okay, for angle A it will be height and it will be the base. Okay, so height will be 1 and base will be equal to under root 3. Is that clear? So using Pythagoras theorem, we know height, Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of height square and base square. So it will be equal to, substitute the value over there. It will be equal to, height is 1, so 1 square plus under root 3 square, that is the base square. Okay, it will give you 1 plus 3 and it will give you 4. So height is equal to, hypotenuse is equal to under root 4, that will give you 2. Okay, so we have obtained the value hypotenuse is equal to 2. Now the very important work that is coming over here, as I have told you earlier, the two triangles with different angles. Okay, so see here, for angle A, value of sin A will be equal to height upon hypotenuse, and height is BC and hypotenuse is AC. So it will become equal to what? BC is 1 and hypotenuse, that is AC, we have obtained 2. So 1 by 2. Now sin C, first of all we need to write cos C. Cos is the ratio of base and hypotenuse. So from figure you can see base is AB for angle A and hypotenuse is AC, and AB is under root 3 and AC is 2. Okay, now the turns come that we need to calculate cos C and sin C. So we have to construct another triangle over here. So let this triangle be like this, C, A and B. So for angle C, this will be height and it will be base. Okay, and it will be hypotenuse. Values will be same. Okay, so this will be 1 and it will be under root 3 and this is 2. So you may write here sin C is equal to what? Height upon hypotenuse again, and for C, angle C, height will be AB, so it will be AB upon AC. Any problem to anyone? AB upon AC. So substituting the values, AB is there under root 3 and AC is there 2 under root 2. Okay, then after cos C will be equal to base upon hypotenuse, and for angle C, base will be what? BC and hypotenuse will be AC. So it will be again BC is 1 and AC is 2. Okay, now you can put the value in the given equation. So it will be like this. See here, we were given sin A cos C plus sin C cos A. Okay, putting the values of these from here, sin A is 1 by 2 into cos C is again 1 by 2 plus sin C is there under root 3 by 2 and cos C is under root 3 by 2 again cos A is under root 3 by 2. So solving it, we can get 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, because under root 3 product of under root 3 will give 3. So it will become 4 upon 4. In this way we have obtained the value 1. Is that clear? So this is the required solution of the question. Similarly, you can proceed with question number second, the part number second of this question. Okay. Now moving to the last question of the exercise, that is question number 10. Solve it till then. Have you solved? Okay, good job. See here, solution of question number 10. This question says that in triangle PQR, right angle at Q, PR plus QR is equals to 25 and PQ is equals to 5. Then you have to determine the values of sin P, cos P and tan P. Okay, this is the most important question of this exercise for examination point of view. So you need to be very careful regarding this. Okay, see here, solution number 10 of the exercise 8.1. We are given a right triangle PQR over here. Okay, P, Q and R, right angle at Q. Okay, we are given PR plus QR. PR, given that PR plus QR is equals to 25, and also we are given PQ is equals to 5. Okay, let this be question number first. First of all, we will proceed from here. So you will write here squaring. Let us make some arrangement first of all. Let it be PR is equals to 25 minus QR. Now let it be question number 1 and squaring it, squaring both sides, we get what we get. PR square is equals to 25 6 25 25 ja 25, let it be as 25 square plus QR square minus minus 2 into 25 into QR, because it become 2AB. So it will give you 625 plus QR square minus 50 QR. Okay, minus 50 QR. So we have obtained here the value of PR square. So let it be question number second. Okay. Now from triangle you may write, in triangle PQR we have, in triangle PQR using Pythagoras theorem we have again what, hypotenuse, that is the PR. Okay, for angle P, because we have to consider P. So for angle P it will be height and it will be base. Okay, it will be base and this will be hypotenuse. So here PR square is equals to PQ square plus qr square, okay, plus qr square. Is that clear? Any problem? Because base square plus height square, base square plus height square is equals to hypotenuse square. Now substituting the value pq, we are given 5, so it will be 5 square plus qr square. Is that clear? So it will be 25 plus qr square. Any problem to anyone? So we have obtained pr square is equals to this. So let it be equation number 3rd. Okay, this will be equation number 3rd. Now you may observe from here we have obtained two values of pr square, we have obtained two values. So equating equation number 2nd and 3rd, you may write, see here, you may write here equating equation number 2nd and 3rd, you may get here from here pr square is equal to this and pr square is equal to this. Okay, so it will become 625 plus qr square minus 50 qr is equals to 25 plus qr square. Is that clear? So you may observe here qr and qr are both sides, so this will be cancelled. Okay, now it will give you 625 minus 50 qr minus 50 qr is equals to 25. So again you may write here 50 qr is equals to 600, okay, because it will be minus. So you may write qr is equals to 600 by 50 and it will give you 12. So we have obtained qr is equals to 12. Any problem to anyone? We have obtained qr is equals to 12. Is that clear? Now you can put the value of qr in any of the equation. Okay, if we will get keep here the value of qr, then we may find the value of pr. Okay, so putting the value of qr in equation number 1st, you may write here putting value of qr in equation number 1st. So equation 1st is what we get. In equation 1st we have obtained pr is equals to 25 minus qr. Okay, so it will give you 25 minus 12 and it will give you 13. Any problem to anyone? So we have obtained pr also. Okay, we have obtained pr, qr and we have given already pq. So you may write here qr, that is 12, and here pr it will be 13, and pq it has been 5 already given to you. Now you can write here the value of sin p. Okay, for angle p it will be height, it will be hypotenuse. So height upon hypotenuse, that means 12 upon 13. Cos p, cos is the ratio of base and hypotenuse. So base is here 5 and hypotenuse is 13 again, and the last one, that is the tan p, it is height and base, so it will be 12 upon 5. So we have done the question. Is that clear? Any problem to anyone? Good. Now you may proceed, you may solve it. So this is the very important question of this exercise. I hope you all have done it very easily. Okay, so let's move to the next question. So this is the next topic, the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. Okay, so after doing it, let's begin to the next topic. Have you done it? If you haven't, then you can pause the video and you can do the solution from there. Okay, now moving to the next question. Next topic. Dear students, see here. This topic is some specific angle of the trigonometric ratios. Okay. So here I am constructing a table, and you have to construct it also, and you have to learn it. So sine, cos, tan, cot, sec and cosec. These are the 6 trigonometric ratios known that I have told you. Okay, this is the topic of specific angles. Okay, trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. So this is the topic that we are going to talk about here. So we need to write the values of this. Actually this will be from 0 to 90 degree. Okay, we will study here theta belong up to 0 to 90 degree. Okay, so see here, let this be theta. So 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Okay, so we have to learn these values because this is very much important in trigonometric application of the trigonometry. These are of much importance, so we have to learn these values. Okay, you have to draw the table with me. First of all of you draw the table with me. Then after we will try to learn the values of these trigonometric ratios with the specific angles. Okay, with the specific angles. Then finally we will come to the solution of the exercise 8.2. Okay, so here I have constructed a table. You need to construct it also. Everyone construct. So say here, this is the trigonometric ratio number 1, that is sine, cos, tan, cot, sec and here cosec. Now we need to fill up the values. See here, sine 0 is 0. We study like this: sine 0 0, sine 30 1 by 2, sine 45 1 by root 2, then after sine 60 under root 3 by 2, then after sine 91. This value you have to learn like the table of 2, as we have learned the table of 2 in class 1st, 2nd, 2, 3, 4. We have learned the table 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4, 2 3 ja 6, 2 4 ja 8. Like this you have to learn these value at your tongue. Okay, like alphabet and wordmala, we have to learn these values. क्लियर, हमें इन वैल्यू को किसी भी हालत में किसी भी परिस्थिति में याद करना है अपने टंग पर. बिल्कुल ही आपको वैल्यू जैसे ही बोला गया साइन 90 की वैल्यू क्या है तो आपको 1 तुरंत से निकल जाना चाहिए. साइन 60 की वैल्यू क्या है तो 1 अंडर रूट 3 by 2 आ जाना चाहिए. क्लियर. नाउ द ट्रिक अराइजेस फ्रॉम हियर. से हियर, in physics we have studied lateral inversion. Okay, in physics we have studied lateral inversion. So applying that concept over here, if we will revert these values, okay, so cos 0 becomes 1, cos 30 becomes under root 3 by 2, cos 45 becomes 1 by root 2, okay, and cos 30 becomes 1 by 3, and cos 90 becomes 0. Okay, cos 90 becomes 0. We have just reversed the value of sine left to right, right to left. Okay, this was the right, so we have considered it at left, so it become the value of cos. Now you know, as I have told you that sine is the reciprocal of cos, cosec. Now cos is the reciprocal of sec, and tan is the reciprocal of cot. Is that clear? Tan is the reciprocal of cot. And one more thing, tan is also the ratio of sine and cos. Sine and cos for some angle. Okay, so using this, now the terms come of tan. Tan is equals to sine upon cos, so it will become 0 upon 1. Okay, so it will become 0. It will become 0. Again, it will be equals to 0. So I have written here 0. And again sine upon cos. So 1 by 2 upon under root 3 by 2. So it will become 1 by root 3. 1 by 2 upon 1 by 2 it will become 1. Under root 3 by 2 upon 1 by 3. What it will become? What it will become? Sorry, this will be 2 now. It will be 1 by 2. One mistake has occurred there. Okay, because this value will be there now. So it will be 1 by 2. Is that clear? It will be 1 by 2. Don't mind, actually by mistake that has been written over there. Okay, so again under root 3 by 2 will become under root 3 upon 1 by 2 will become, it will become what? Under root 3, and 1 upon 0 will become not defined. Is that clear? 1 upon 0 will become not defined. Now you may see sine is the reciprocal of cosec. Okay, sine is the reciprocal of cosec. So you may also write cosec is the reciprocal of sine. Okay, and here cos is the sec is the reciprocal of cos. Okay, and here tan is the cot is the reciprocal of tan. Is that clear? Cot is the reciprocal of tan. So using that, the value of cot, reciprocal of 0 will be not defined. Okay, and here reciprocal of 0 will be not defined. Okay, and reciprocal of 1 by root 3 will be under root 3. Reciprocal of 1 will be 1. Reciprocal of under root 3 will be 1 by root 3. Okay, and it will be 0. Is that clear? It will be 0. Now sec is the reciprocal of cos. Sec is the reciprocal of cos. So you may write reciprocal of 1 will be 1. Okay, reciprocal of 1 will be 1. Reciprocal of under root 3 by 2 will be 2 by root 3. Is that clear? Reciprocal of 3 will be under root 3 by 2 will be 2 by root 3. And 1 by 2 will be under root 2. 1 by root 2 will be root 2. And 1 by 2 will become 2. And reciprocal of 0 will become not defined. Is that clear? Again cosec. Reciprocal of sine, it will be not defined. Okay, it will be not defined. Reciprocal of this will be 2. Reciprocal of this will be under root 2. Reciprocal of this will be 2 by under root 3. And here it will be 1. Is that clear? So we have written all the trigonometric values for some specific angle belonging to 0 to 90. Okay, so this is the table that you have to learn. You have to very careful, and this is most important while dealing the problem with the some specific angles. Okay, now let's have a look over the exercise 8.1 on some question. You need to write these formulas and this table in your notes. Okay, and you need to learn it also. So let's begin with the next. Should I erase that? Okay. Exercise number 8.2. Solution number first and part number first also. Okay, solution number first, part number first. It says that evaluate the following: sin 60 plus cos sin 60 into cos 30. Okay, plus sin 30 cos 30 cos 60, sin 30 into cos 60. So from the table you can put the value. Sin 60 is under root 3 by 2 into cos 30 is under root 3 by 2 again, plus sin 30 is 1 by 2 and cos 60 is 1 by 2. So this will give you under root 3 into under root 3 will become 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, sorry, it will be 4, and here it will be 4 also. So you may write again 4 by 4 and it will be equals to 1. So we have obtained the solution of this question. Similarly, you can do all the questions. Okay, you can do all the question. Let me tell you the part number 4 of this. Okay, part number 4. Easy, it is very easy, you can do it easily. Now moving to the next part, part number 4 of question number first. Should I erase that? You need to just put the value from the table. Okay, see here, part number next says that evaluate the value of sin 30 plus tan 45. This is the part number 4 of question number first. Okay, it says that sin 30 plus tan 45 tan 45 degree minus cosec 60 minus cosec 60 degree. Is that clear? Whole upon sec 30 degree plus cos 60 plus cot 45 plus cos 60 plus cot 45. Is that clear? Now you need to put the values of this. Okay, so from table you can put the value. You have to learn it also. Okay, so see here. So see here, you can put the values. Sin 30 is 1 by 2 from the table. See here, 1 by 2 plus tan 45 is 1 minus cosec 60 is, say here, cosec 60 is here and it is 2 by root 3. Okay, 2 by root 3 upon putting the value of sec 30. See in the table, sec 30 is under root 2 by root 3 again, plus cos 60 is here, it is 1 by 2 and plus cot 45 is 1. Okay, now you need to solve it. Just take the LCM and solve it. It will be 2 root 3. Okay, and here it will be under root 3 plus 2 root 3 minus 2 2 ja 4 whole upon, it will give you also 2 by root 3, the LCM will be here, and 2 2 ja 4 plus under root 3 plus 1 will become 2 root 3. Okay, now this will be cancelled and it will give you 2 root 3 plus root 3 will give you under root 3, 3 root 3 minus 4. Okay, 3 root 3 minus 4 whole upon, it will give you 4 plus 3 root 3. Okay, 4 plus under root 3, 3 root 3. Now rationalizing it, you can find here under root 3, 3 root 3 minus 4 whole upon 3 root 3 plus 4. Okay, so rationalizing it, you can see here 3 root 3 minus 4 whole upon 3 root 3 minus 4. So again in the next step you may solve it as this will become 3 3 ja 9, 3 ja 27 minus 4 4 ja 16 whole upon, because it is a square minus b square now, so it will be plus, and here it will be 4 3 ja 12 root 3. Okay, upon, it will give you a square minus b square, so this will be 27. Okay, and minus 4 4 ja 16. So you can solve it. 27 plus 16 give you 43 minus 12 root 3 whole upon, it will give you 11. So this is the required answer of the solution. So we have solved exercise 8.2 and this was the question number first and part number 4. Now the remaining question will be solved